Good morning, dear children. Welcome to Maths class. Today we are going to continue with chapter 4, Simple Equations. So just recall about chapter 4, children. We have learned definition of equation, expression, then variables, constant, and you know to solve an equation, and you know to find the solution of an equation. And if a statement is given, you know to read it and write down the equations. So today we are going to continue with our exercise problems. So let's start. Exercise problem. First question. Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. Together, their runs fell too short of a double century. How many runs did each one score? So we don't know Rahul's run, we don't know Sachin's run. So we'll take that as Rahul's run as any one variable, because Sachin's runs will be double of Rahul's runs. That's why it is written as Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. So for example, Rahul scored 2 runs. Then what will be the Sachin score? Double of Rahul, right? So Sachin score will be 4. Understood? So here we don't know Rahul's run, so we'll take it as any one variable. Okay. Next one. Together their runs fell too short of a double century. So what is century? Century means 100. So double century means 200. So for 200 they are saying too short was less. For 200, to get 200 runs, too short was less. So what will be the answer? 200 minus 2. So what is the total runs? 198. So you got one side of an equation. So how many runs did each one score? So we want to find out Rahul's run separately, Sachin's run separately. Together, Rahul's runs plus Sachin runs, we are getting 198. We want to find separate scores for them. Okay, so here we'll take it as Rahul's run as X. We'll take it as X. So what will be the Sachin score? Twice of Rahul. So 2 into X. We can write it as 2X. Solution. Let the score of Rahul be X. X runs. So what will be the Sachin score? 2X. Double of Rahul, right? So 2X. 2 into X. Write down the equation. X plus 2X is equal to 198. Now solve the equation. X plus 2X, 3X. 3X is equal to 198. Then X is equal to 198. Bring the 3 to the right hand side. We'll write in the denominator, right? We'll write it in the reciprocal method. So cancel it. We'll be getting X is equal to 66. So what is X? X is Rahul's run. So what is the score of Rahul? 66. So now we want to find out Sachin's score. What is Sachin's score? 2X. What is Sachin's score? 2X. So in the place of X, you want to substitute the value of X. What is X? 66. So 2 into 66. Multiply it. You will be getting the answer 132. So what is Sachin's score? 132. What is Rahul's score? 66. Together they are getting 198. So Sachin's score is equal to 132. Is it clear, children? So double century means 200. Triple century means 300. Okay. Here fell too short means for 200 runs, 2 runs was less. So that's why 200 minus 2, total runs was 198. And Sachin's score will be always double of Rahul's score. So if you are taking Rahul's score is equal to X, then Sachin's score will be double of Rahul. So 2 into X. Okay, children, next solving the equation. You know to solve it, right? So we have found out Rahul's score as 66 and Sachin's score as 132. Okay, now let's see the next problem. The next problem, it's a small riddle. I am a number. Tell my identity. Take me 7 times over and add a 50. To reach a triple century, you still need 40. So I am a number. We don't know that number. Okay, so we'll take that number as any variable. Okay. Take me 7 times over. So 7 times over means with that number you want to multiply 7. So 7 into that number and add a 50. Add a 50 means plus 50. To reach a triple century. What is century, children? Century means 100. So triple century means 300. To reach the triple century, you still need 40. Okay, for getting triple century, 40. You need 40. Okay, so we'll take that number as, let the number be n. Here we are taking that number as n. You can take any variable. So take me 7 times over means 7 into n. So we can write it as 7n. And add a 50 means plus 50. To reach a triple century, you still need 40. For reaching triple century, you still need 40. So 7n plus 50 plus 40. Okay, we are writing the equation. Here we are taking that number as n. So we will write it as 7n plus add a 50. So plus 50 to reach triple century. Okay, to reach triple century means 300 because century means 100. So triple century means 300. To reach triple century, you need 40. So plus 40. So this is the equation. This is the equation we are writing from this statement. Okay. 7n plus 50 plus 40 is equal to 300. Now solve the equation. 50 plus 40, 90. So 7n plus 90 is equal to 300. Bring the 90 to the right hand side. So it becomes minus 90. So 7n is equal to 300 minus 90. 300 minus 90, you will be getting the answer 210. So 7n is equal to 210. So n is equal to 210. When you bring the 7 to the right hand side, we will write in the denominator. So cancel it, you will be getting the answer n is equal to 30. 210 divided by 7. So divide it or cancel it, you will be getting the answer n is equal to 30. Therefore, the required number is 30. So I am a number. What is that number? It's 30. Understood, children? So this is a small riddle problem. Let's see the next problem. So the next question is solve the following equations. So the first question, 2 into x plus 4 is equal to 12. So 2 into x plus 4 we have written inside the bracket. The meaning is that 2 is common for this x and 4. So you can solve the equation. So I will be teaching two methods. So which is easy for you, you can follow that method. So the first method is x plus 4 is equal to, bring this 2 to the right hand side. So 2 into, okay, what is the symbol in between 2 and x? That inside we have written x plus 4 inside the bracket. The meaning is 2 into x plus 4. So when you bring this 2 to the right hand side, we will be writing in the denominator. We will be writing reciprocal method. So 2 will be in the denominator. Look at here. X plus 4 is equal to 12 divided by 2. Cancel it. You will be getting the answer 6 because 6 2s are 12. So x plus 4 is equal to 6. Okay, now you can solve the equation, right? Very easy. X is equal to 6 minus 4. Bring this 4 to the right hand side. So x is equal to 6 minus 4. So what is the answer? X is equal to 2. Okay, this is one method. Or else you want to multiply 2 into x, 2x plus 2 into 4, 8. 4 2s are 8. So 2x plus 8 is equal to 12. Now bring this 8 to the right hand side. So we will be getting 2x is equal to 12 minus 8. Look at here, 2x is equal to 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8, what is answer? 4. So 2x is equal to 4. Then bring this 2 to the right hand side. 4 divided by 2. X is equal to 2. So both methods, when you solve it, you will be getting the same answer. So you can choose any one method. Better you follow the first method because that is simple, easy method, right? So which is convenient for you, which is easy for you, you can follow that. So for maths, don't need to by heart anything. Just there are many methods to solve the equation. Okay, so which is easy for you, you can follow that method. Anyway, both answers are same. Okay children, now let's see the next problem. So let's see the next problem. 2b divided by 3 minus 5 is equal to 3. So bring this minus 5 to the right hand side, so it becomes plus 5. So 2b solution, 2b divided by 3 is equal to 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5, what is the answer? 8. So 2b divided by 3 is equal to 8. Okay, then you can write b is equal to 8. B is equal to 8 into 2 by 3 you bring to the right hand side. When you bring to the right hand side, you can write, it will become, we'll write in the reciprocal, right? So 3 by 2. So cancel it. You'll be getting the answer b is equal to 12. Okay, this one directly I am writing. Just b is equal to 8 into 2 by 3 we are bringing to the right hand side. So it becomes 3 by 2. Then cancel it or divide it or multiply, any method you can follow. You will be getting the answer b is equal to 12. Or else you can do step by step. 2b is equal to 8 into 3. So 8 3s are 24. Then b is equal to 2b is equal to 24. Then b is equal to 24. Bring that 2 to the right hand side. So we'll be writing in the denominator. 24 divided by 2, what is the answer? B is equal to 12. Okay, so you can directly do it. Those who are very good in calculation, directly you can do it. Don't want to do like one by one. Here first I am multiplying with 3. Next I am dividing by 2. You don't need to do that. Directly you can do it. Okay, so any one method you can follow it. So anyway you are getting the answer b is equal to 12. So try to make the simplification smaller because it will be good. You can save the time while you are writing the exam. So don't need to write step by step. Now you all are grown up students. So try to do the calculation directly. Don't want to do it with each step, first multiplication, next division. Try to do it together like this. B is equal to 8 into 3 by 2. Cancel it and write b is equal to 12. Let's see the next problem. The next problem, 4 plus 5 into p minus 1 is equal to 34. So this 5 is common for p and 1. So 5 into p, 5p. Then 5 into minus 1, minus 5. So first you want to simplify that. Take out the bracket, simplify and write it. So 4 plus 5 into p, 5p. Then 5 into minus 1, minus 5 is equal to 34. Understood? First we are multiplying this 5 into p. We are simplifying this bracket. We are taking out this bracket. Okay. That's why we are writing it as 5p minus 5. Next you can solve it, right? Here you have two constants. What are the two constants? Plus 4 and minus 5. So plus 4 and minus 5 means 5 minus 4, 1. So what is the, which is a bigger number? 5. So what is the symbol? Minus. So minus 1. So 5p minus 1 is equal to 34. Then bring this minus 1 to the right hand side. So it becomes plus 1. So 5p is equal to 34 plus 1. So 34 plus 1, 35. So 5p is equal to 35. Then p is equal to 35. Bring this 5 to the right hand side. What is the symbol? 5p means 5 into p. So bring this 5 to the right hand side. So we write in the denominator. So 35 divided by 5. Cancel it. P is equal to 7. When you divide it, you are getting the answer. P is equal to 7. Understood, children? Let's see the next problem. The next problem. 0 is equal to 16 plus 4 into m minus 6. So first what you are going to do? You want to simplify this bracket, right? So first you want to do this. 4 into m, 4m. 4 into 6, 6 4s are 24. So 4 into minus 6. Don't forget this sign, okay? This is minus 6. So 4 into minus 6 minus 24. 0 is equal to 16 plus, look at here, 4 into m, 4m, 4 into minus 6 minus 24. Okay, so here you are having 16 and minus 24. Cancel it. Minus 24 plus 16. You will be getting the answer 8. 24 minus 16, you will be getting the answer 8. So, what is the symbol? Minus 8, because 24 is greater symbol, right? 24 is greater number. Sorry, 24 is greater number. So, what is the symbol of 24 here? Minus. So, 24 minus 16, you are getting the answer 8. So, 24 is a greater number. What is the symbol? Minus. So, minus 8 plus 4m. Okay, or we can write like this. Anyway, both are correct. 4m minus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, so you can directly, do want to write this step, directly 0 is equal to 8 plus 4m. From that itself, you can do the calculation. Since for an understanding, I have written like this. Or you can write 4m minus 8 is equal to 0. Both are correct. Now solve it. Bring this minus 8 to the right hand side. It becomes plus 8. Then m is equal to 8 divided by 4. What is the answer? M is equal to minus 2. You can answer m is equal to minus 2. Okay, children. So, the remaining problems we will be seeing in the next session. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.